minute and a half.
It has been a while.
Since we've been able to go YouTube live with all of you, and we've missed it so much.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We love a good kind of like scripted video.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we just like being goofballs.
We sure do. We sure do.
And it's a lot easier to be a goofball. Oh, okay. Oh. She got a fancy phone. What's up? There we go. So we're checking since this is new to us, back on with our new wiring to make this happen. We're just making sure everything is running smoothly.
Yep.
Okay, you're not helping me a lot here.
I know. That's why I'm just making sure everything's working out okay.
Okay, I see. Okay.
How's things over there, Summer?
Everything looks good. Fantastic.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Speaking of summer.
Let's hold off on that real quick.
Okay,
a few things.
She's like, no, don't speak of me yet.
So it is Corey and Diana here at Linda's Electric Quilters.
Yes.
And we are here to show you some of the new Hoffman panels that have come back, or come out, excuse me, not come back.
We got them today.
Yes, like literally walking in the door, we were like, oh, guess we should do something about this today then, because we didn't even know they were coming, which is great.
Yeah, so they came in today. Kathy got them all cut up, ready to go. We got them online, so we were good to go. But before that, we want to say Happy Valentine's Day. That's coming up, right? Of course,
yes, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
And because of the love and how much you love us, make sure that you click that subscribe button right down there at the bottom right-hand corner. After you click on subscribe, make sure you click on the little bell that shows up so you can get notified wwhenever we post new videos and whenever we go live.
Exactly. So while we're waiting on a few people to get on to watch us live, because it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
We're going to celebrate a little Valentine's.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have like the best mother-in-law.
I have the best grandma.
She sent us some Valentine cookies, homemade.
Yes.
So she sends these every year. They're probably my favorite gift out of the whole year are these homemade Valentine's cookies.
Well, there goes your birthday present. So much for that.
Just love them. So we're going to open them up, and we're going to share them with you. See, she even writes on the packaging, wraps them all up. So we're going to open them up, and we are going to bring Summer over. Corey, tell us a little bit about Summer. So
Summer is our new studio lead tech. She helps us here filming, and she helps us record stuff. She is also a customer service representative on our online side. So if you call in and you speak with one of our reps, you might be speaking with Summer. Yeah. So she is new to the team. She is here with us. So everyone, if you will, in the comments, say hello to Summer. She does not have a mic on, so you can't really hear her that well, but that's okay. And so we are here to share a cookie. These are so good. Summer,
okay,
this is a treat, girl.
Yeah.
Like, this is a thing.
Well, they're so soft, and she ships them.
Yes, you can be a part of the family.
So I'm actually got some milk poured, Corey. I know, you think I'm crazy. But if
you're didn't.
If you're going to have cookies, you have to have milk, right?
I mean, I guess I know where I get my extraness from. She went and got milk for this occasion. I can't with her.
You definitely have to have milk. So Summer, you have a milk.
And
we all have a quick milk. We're still going to wait a few more minutes for people to come on.
There you
go. These are fresh made and then mailed all the way from Utah.
All the way from Utah. They even have a little Dove heart in the Dove chocolate. Y'all know I love Dove chocolate. Oh, wow.
So we're going to be quiet for just a second. We'll eat one bite. You can enjoy these with us.
Okay. How?
They can get cookie and milk too right now.
Right. Just run to the kitchen real quick, pull out the bacon sheet, get the Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies, throw them on the 350 at 10 minutes. Well, if they don't have the milk, they got to run down to the store, pick up some milk.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
I can't. Thank you so much, Grandma. I appreciate it. These are delicious. Oh, y'all just gonna leave me? It's fine. It's fine.
All right. I'm going to get all this out of the way so we don't get it on the
Go ahead.
New. Thanks for indulging us on that.
So, and welcoming Summer to our team. Love it. And get all this out of the way. Okay. So, here, Diana, you want to take that for me? Go ahead. Perfect. All right, cool. So what we are going to do, let me take this quilt off here. And
wait, the big reveal. We got to do the big reveal.
Okay.
Okay.
It's been a minute. Got to relearn all this again.
They're so pretty, right? Okay, so.
She's all bubbly and giggly.
I am. The big reveal.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, so we'll flip over to our overhead camera, and what we're going to do is 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Whoa! So this is a Dream Big flower panel. As you can tell, this one is called Spectrum, and this has some of those beautiful inverted colors. This has got those dark blues right here. It kind of looks like a, what would you call this, Diana? What's
rainbow?
the word? It's inverse color, but it's something else. But we're going to go with inverse. That's what inverted. Well, I guess it's the same word, just different tone, whatever. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a long day. So this is Spectrum, has that rainbow effect, and is that inverted color section. So let's look at some of the beautiful thread colors that would go along with it.
Alrighty, so we're going to go over here. Corey's going to look at some of those comments real quick.
Oh.
So I have this one right here, green. Now we went and we picked out all the colors to match everything, okay? We will put these in the description later on tomorrow. But this one is neon green. It's a glide. So we thought that would be really good with the green tones. And then we got a blue one. It's called Electric. To go right here in the middle, Corey, you can kind of describe how the colors will look coming out.
Yeah, so whenever you're picking out thread colors, it's always recommended that you pick one that's a little bit of a hair darker than the actual fabric, because it is going to sew in lighter. The reason you see it so harsh on the thread itself is because it's all stacked together on that cone. So picking out one a hair darker would just work with this, and the way these are going to fan out, these thread colors will really accent the beautiful color on the panel here.
You can't really see this one in the picture, so I'm going to pull the camera back. Nope, you want to pull the fabric
I'll
up?
pull the panel.
It's like, don't mess with
Don't mess with the angles.
So that one, we kind of went with that. You want to describe that color?
So this one is what Glide calls lipstick. It kind of reminds me of like a papaya color. So that's going to work really well here in these pinks and these reds and these oranges. With that light pink color, it's really going to accent this red and this orange and kind of give it an opposite effect that you would think. So kind of sometimes going against the grain of what you would normally think color-wise can really pay off in a quilt.
And we have some really good comments here. So Stephanie's saying she liked how the colors go from hot to cold.
Yes.
That's a good way to describe it.
That is a beautiful way.
Red
Yeah,
hot,
yes.
all the way to the calming blues.
Correct. Yeah. Beautiful way to describe it.
Cool.
A lot of welcoming summers.
Morning to Australia, Marcia. Alrighty, you ready?
Yes. It's okay. We'll move.
Pull that out of the way.
This one out of the way, and then we're going to move up top again and look. This one was Spectrum. Let's move over to Rainbow.
Voila! Rainbow.
So this one is Rainbow. This kind of has those subtle, if you would go starburst tones to it. So this one kind of starts off here in this purplish lilac pink color, moves into those nice warm oranges, yellows, tangerines even, and then out here to this mint and teal and aquamarine. Go ahead.
Sunset to sunrise.
Get out. I can't.
It does, like, think of it like a sunset to a sunrise.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Thank you. I worked on that.
But this is, you worked on that for a full 4 seconds. This one just goes and kind of fades out. This is nice and calming. And that out there on those corners, it has those nice teals, which are very in right now. Aquamarines and tails are very on trend. You'll see that in the industry.
Yeah, and so for the color we kind of picked for this one.
This is kind of off the wall, actually.
Yeah, this is going to be off the wall, and Corey's going to kind of describe why we went with this.
Okay, so what we're going to be using here is we're actually using a micro quilter. This is 7007. Now what this micro quilter is called, this one is called Silver. And micro quilter is 100 weight polyester thread, so it's super thin. We're trying to give, over the course of all these panels, we're going to be showing you different ideas from a bunch of different threads.
Correct, yeah.
So with this one, we wanted to go with a very, very thin one to really accentuate and accent the actual quilting. Because this color, you really won't see it in here, because this 7007 works like well across all colors. It blends beautiful. This is great for stitch in the ditch too, by the way.
So the idea of this one is to really pop those petals with the colors that are already in there.
Correct.
Make it more like the three-dimensional. Stephanie was popping that out in here, three-dimensional. That would actually do that, because you're not looking at the actual thread color.
No, yeah, of course not.
You're looking at every single petal and the way the design that you put in it. So that's what micro quilter will do for you.
That'll really hit it. It'll really just kind of work very well across this whole piece. So having that one thread across the whole thing, you'll just see really more or less the stitching, not even the color.
Correct.
And that's really where that goes in for you.
Perfect. Yay!
Okay.
Another fun one. Okay, so are we back on top?
Yep. So this one was Rainbow. Let's take a look at black light.
Oh, see, this one's so cool.
This one is really nifty.
Actually, see the shadowing around it.
It has like this nice little ring of
Yeah.
coloring light right here. So this one's starting out at a really electric blue and goes out to those black light colors of purple and dark blues. And I do like that nice ring. I never really ever noticed that. That nice ring on it. So what do you have here?
All right, so we had a comment that this would be really pretty with glittery thread, and we didn't think about metallic thread on it.
Metallic. Superior makes one
cool.
razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
That would be really cool.
That.
Yeah.
But what we're going to show is something that we have here. So let's go over to that screen and let me see. So we picked this one from Omni V. And let me get a little bit closer so you can see all the different colors and dimensions. And Corey will describe that one for you.
Yeah, so this one is Omni V9021 or 9121, excuse me. It's called Tempest Blue. We went with something that has a little bit of those indigo tones as opposed to such a royal purple right here to really kind of blend the purples and the blues and not have that harsh difference line here in the color, because they do fade, but there is that line obviously moving from blue to purple. This blue would kind of bring everything together, and it is a variegated, so it does have those indigos to bring the purple into here, but also have the royals out here to bring the purples together.
And because we know people, some like cotton, some like poly, we're going to try to show you poly and a cotton in each one.
Yes, yeah, trying to give different ideas.
So this one's King Tut with similar colors. And this one is 1055 Mariana. And you can see the same thing.
What is it?
Mariana.
Okay.
That's close enough. Why? What would you call it?
We're just going to let you have Mariana.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's Marina, but
Marina.
Mariana works.
Anyway, 1055 if you want that color. But I mean, it does. We chose variegateds on some of these just because of that fact that it can kind of blend together and pull those out.
Right.
But just to have the option whether you use cotton or poly. So,
right, for sure. All right, so this one is blacklight. So this one will now take us into kind of the big reveal. A lot of people have been asking for this one from Hoffman, and so they have finally delivered that to you. So let's take this. And this one is Aurora. It's a very classic color. We're used to seeing this. But as you can see, this is a little bit wider than the rest of them are. This is a 60 by 60 square piece, where those other ones are about 43 square. This one is 60 by 60, and this makes a very nice lap size quilt. So instead of having a wall hanging, you can actually have a good lap size quilt for it.
Yeah, very nice size lap. So if you were in love with the Aurora, the smaller one, here's a bigger one for you. Still one piece, one panel, 60 by 60. Oh, it's so pretty. So
absolutely gorgeous.
And in case you didn't see the colors that we put with it a long time ago when the smaller versions were out, we pulled them again for you.
We sure did. So we went with our classic choices of Omni. So we're starting here in the center with 90, goodness gracious, 3096 Treasure Isle, starting here in the center, looking at that little bit of a darker tone because it will sew in lighter. So that's going to be our centerpiece here. Moving out into the sides in those blues.
We got 3169.
And that one is Aqua. That's going to pull right out here to the sides. And then I will pull this up a little bit so we can see it a little closer.
And then...
So then in the purple sections, we're coming with 3172 Verbena, and that'll bring all of those together. So that puts you for your polyester line for the threads. And then we have a cotton line as well. So this was Omni's solids. I'll just kind of set them here to the side. And then going with signature, because a lot of people love signature threads. We're going with a jade in the center. We've got turquoise out here for that blue outer section. And then I went with purple jewel, which does look darker, but it will sew in lighter, and it's going to look beautiful across these outer pieces.
So Amy had a question. Will we have these thread colors listed as recommended? And we will. We'll have those recommended on the shopping carts by tomorrow. You know, inside of the recommended items.
Oh, yeah, attached to the item. Yeah. Okay, you said shopping cart, and that confused me.
Sorry. Underneath each item, there'll be the colors that we said that we thought would look good that we put in the video. Well, that'll be there for you.
Yeah. So I'll move these off. So that was the 60 by 60, and this one is actually called Keep Dreaming. So the 60 by 60 is the larger ones are called Keep Dreaming. This one comes in Aurora, and it also comes in that opal color, which is more of the pastel ones. We do not have that one, but so there are two that they come in, but this Aurora is absolutely beautiful.
Okay. All right. Okay, now. So like these are my favorite.
Brand off the press.
We have it's like drum roll. Okay.
She is so extra.
No.
Okay. So the drum roll, whatever. So we're going to pull this one back, and you get to see the newest addition to the Hoffman Dream Big line.
my goodness, I just love these.
So these are called Dream Big Dance. It's very psychedelic, if you would say. A lot of moving parts, a lot of these just moving lines. It does have that, overall flower look. They're still kind of sticking with that. But it just works very well. This one is called Blue Hawaiian.
Yeah, and so these are abstract.
Very
if you
abstract.
think of like abstract art, these are so abstract.
Yeah.
So like when I was in college and took my art class, my paper, that was not that. Well, yeah, I guess it was. So my paper was actually on abstract art because I just love abstract art because it tells a story. It's a different story for everyone, right? Mm-hmm. You can take these, and this is also a panel that you can hang on the wall.
For sure.
Like how we did the video on the other panel last week.
Yeah.
This is the same theory. You can actually put this on the wall. If you didn't want to quilt it or do anything, you can hang it and put it on the wall.
For sure. So this one just looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm thinking quilting-wise on this, just a bunch of concentric circles that just overlap each other, just to go with that flow of this overall feel is just really, really pretty. So Diana's got our thread colors here for us.
All right, so we chose variegated on these. Mm-hmm. So we have this one right here.
So this one's 9021, and the name of that one is Serendipity.
And that's if you want polyester.
Yep.
If you want cotton, we found the match for that one in Signature.
Yep, and this one's called Garden. It works really well. Across all of the Dream Big Dance panels, we went with all variegated threads on all of them. Just because it's just going to work really well to bring all these colors together.
I'll show a little bit closer why too. Because when you look at these colors inside the panel, if you look really close at the variegated, you can see that the same colors are there. So it's going to look it'll look so pretty on what you do with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Do we want to go to the next color? Do we have any questions?
No, I don't think we have any questions so far. You've got the feed, so you let me know.
All right.
All right, so coming to our next panel. So this was Blue Hawaiian. We're going to move on to Blooms.
Oh, so pretty.
This one's pretty too.
They're all so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I could like hang each one of these. I'm going to have Corey quilt them.
I love how she snuck that in. Did y'all catch that? Okay, I'm gonna have Corey quilt them. Yeah, because he has so much free time. It's fine.
And then we can hang them, and we could like sell them for art, auction them off.
You were so extra.
I know. I'm
thinking
fun.
this would be cool between different seasons too. You can kind of pull them out for different seasons. So this one is called Blooms. This one kind of has that starburst look as well. Still very psychedelic, but the colors that bring them together work very well. And this one we have 3 different thread choices for. Okay. So we will start with Fantastico, which is a very shimmery thread. And this number on this one is 5112. It's called Creamsicle.
Yeah, so this one, if you wanted to shimmer a little bit, shimmer and shine.
Yep, so this one has the pinks and the oranges and the yellows and the pinks.
And then we have the King Tut one, which is number 922.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that one.
Same one, so this would be a cotton idea. Mm-hmm. And that's what, harem. Yep.
See, I was going to let you say it because you would say I'd say it wrong. So.
No, I didn't say you'd say it wrong.
And if you want to go a little bit more towards just some oranger tones in there, and you want a signature, that was the closest one we could find a signature for you. And that one's called Orange Gaze.
Yep. So, just a couple of different ideas to go with for these, but just keeping with that variegated vibe to stick with that just overall flow of the dancing.
Alrighty.
There's that one. Okay. So, that was Blooms. Let's move on.
Ready?
What?
Ready?
Oh, okay. She scared me. She was like, wait. Okay. So this one's Blooms. We're going to move on to Fire.
This one's cool too.
This one's really
so cool.
Oh, Kathy opened this up and she's like, I'm taking it home.
I know,
and I was like, well, I'm going to need it for a video first, and then you can take it. You can take it home. So this one just really puts you in a different kind of gaze. I think it just looks, I don't know, the way the colors play off of each other is really, really cool.
Reminds me of the sun kind of too, though.
That's what I was going for. You know, like the
sun
stuff
gaze.
that, what's those things that shoot off the sun?
The sun rays?
There you go. She sent me to college for a reason.
I did, just so I could learn it.
Just so you could learn it. All right, so we're sticking with Omni Variegated here on this first one. And this one's called Red Hot. 9045, Red Hot.
Yeah, that one looks really good. That's probably my favorite, that one.
Oh.
And then we have the King Tut, which is 929, which is Chariot of Fire. I'm going to stop saying the names. You can say them.
Chariot of Fire?
And that's what it says?
I thought you said Cherry to Fire.
Oh,
I was like, no. I mean, that would work too, but...
This one's the signature, and this one's Poppy Glaze. So you can see all three of these work really good.
Yes, they all work absolutely beautiful on here. These I don't know, they'll really make this quilt pop with this color of this variegated. They absolutely look
Because that's
great.
one thing that variegated is going to do, is just going to give it even more flow.
For sure.
More abstract to it.
Yeah.
It'll be really cool.
For sure.
And you can use solid on any of these.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We were just pulling things that we know that would look good together.
Yeah, of course, all the different tones. So this one was Fire. Let's look at our next one.
Oh.
And this one takes us back to Aurora.
Yes. Oh, this is so pretty too.
This one's pretty. So you're actually looking with this Aurora, we're actually coming back to the colors that we used for Blue Hawaiian on this one.
Okay.
Same ideas.
Yeah.
So we're
Let's show 'em again.
So we're coming back to that 90-21 for Serendipity. Oh wait, no. Okay, she's got Garden.
Sorry.
You're
Switched
good.
it up on you.
We've got the signature Cotton Garden. So coming right back to that one.
Yeah, perfect. So you can buy both panels and use the same thread.
For sure. That way it works across both of them.
Yeah.
So it brings in those blues and those teals and those aquas out here where it's more purplish. Purpley.
Let's go back on top of that one again. That's just,
Oh.
I love purples and blues. Those
Yeah,
are like,
the way the tones of these blues and these teals and these aquas that come together in this Aurora is absolutely beautiful. Okay. So from Aurora.
Karen was saying our thread choices are perfect. Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
spent a lot of time doing that.
Yeah, we did. Went through a lot of meetings today for that, along with so many other things. All right, so this one was Aurora. We're moving on to Fuchsia.
Oh, yes.
So this is these purples and these pinks, lilacs, lavenders, all built into that. So what do you got for us, Diane, on thread choices here?
So thread choices here. We went with 5048. It's a Fantastico to go a little bit more shiny.
And this one is called Vogue.
To go on this one. So you can see that one, and Corey can put it over there. And then for the King Tut, the cotton version, 947, Egyptian Princess. And here's that one. Stop laughing at me over there.
I am not laughing at you. I am
laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing with you. All right, so back over here up top, we've got, this one was Fuchsia. Just dancing around. This is gorgeous. I'm going to have to quilt some of these up.
All right.
So let's move on from Fuchsia to Lime. So Lime has three different choices as well that we went to go with on this one. This one just has those really bright yellowy greens, more of the grass green, leaf green, comes out here to some hunter green.
Yeah.
Just as if you're a big green person, obviously this is the one to go for. This would kind of be that spring panel.
Yes.
If you were trying to switch them out for different seasons,
yeah.
This one would definitely be spring, whereas Fire is really fall.
All right, so let's look at the colors here. So we got 9064, which is an omni variegated.
And this one's called Fresh Lime.
Okay.
So this one has all those same tones that really pull this together.
Then we got two cottons for you to choose from. We have Spring Grass from Signature.
Beautiful.
And then from King Tut, we have Big Island, which is 1040. This is one of their new colors,
It's
too.
one of their new variegateds. Newer variegateds.
Yeah.
So those are just three different options that you can pull with this panel, and this would look really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
Across those three.
All right, last but not
right.
least.
Last but not least, so this one was Lime, and we're moving to Teal.
So it's called Teal, but I think it does have a little bit more blue in it. Do you?
Oh, for sure. No, this is definitely more of a. This kind of, if you have those original Dream Big panels, this reminds me of Atlantic.
Yes.
The blue flower panel. A lot of blues in this one. A lot of light blues, some turquoise, dark blues even. We're getting close to navy in some of these. There are actually hints of green tones in some of these outer layers of lines. But this is really, really cool. I like the shadowing in here. That was probably unintentional. But some of the shadowing of these lines looks like this is 3D, how this is popping out with a lighter tone to it. It looks like it's kind of on a different angle.
Yep.
So on this one, we also have 3 different thread choices to go with.
All righty. Okay.
So we are looking at an omni variegated for that first one.
It's 9006.
This one is called Laguna.
And it's got all those colors that he was just telling you in it.
bring those all together. Oh, okay.
Whoops.
Gotta remember these are not perfectly cylinder.
This one's Denial, and it's $9.27 for your king tut, for your cotton. And then we have one more cotton if you're a signature fan. Then Dreamy Blues. We really tried to show something from each spectrum that we carry, whether it was polyester or cotton.
Or even of some of the different thread brands, because we have some people that love their thread brand and really want to work, out of that, because each machine, as you know, has a different personality, and as you move within those personalities, having a thread that really works for your machine, works for your brand. We just like to give you all of your different options as much as we can.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So excited.
I don't know. So guys, let us know in the comments feed right now as you're watching. Let us know if this is better quality for you, if everything's working better for you.
Yes, please do.
We really want your feedback on that, because it was some time to rewire this office, but it was all about y'all. Seriously, it is. But we want to make sure it was right. So let us know how you like it.
Yes, exactly.
And go from there with that.
Yeah, so we have these online now.
Yes.
We do have limited supply on all of them. So if you're really interested and you really love these, jump on there and get them. Again, we'll have the thread colors there as well. Yeah,
especially those 60 by 60s.
Yeah.
Very limited on those. So if you're ready to hop on that, go ahead before I get my hands on them. Seriously.
I will keep his hands tied.
No. I've got people. Oh, goodness.
True.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here again for our YouTube live segment. Get used to seeing more of these. We have a lot more planned already in the works.
Ideas,
so many. But so as long as everything works here streaming wise, we can get back to it once a week, give or take. She looked at me hard like that. She was like, give or take. But we're looking at bringing in different ideas, more freehand quilting ideas, domestic machine quilting ideas. We have a lot to bring to you, and we're very, very excited to start it back up again.
And one more note, if you catch this video before QuiltCon next week, that's in Austin, Texas this year.
Yes.
We will be there. So come by the Gamble booth, tell us hi. Yeah, take a picture with us. We love it. Just
test out a machine.
Test out a machine.
We'd love for you to get one.
Exactly.
We're all about that. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Always remember to give our videos a big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.